Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Simona Show. I'm Tony T, and on our show today, we'll have picks right here from the NBA, college basketball, as well as NHL. We're with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving you live free picks for today's card. And so make sure you guys like, subscribe, give us that thumbs up. It really helps to build up our audience. And, of course, with you here, we'll introduce Rod, and then we'll get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Simona Show. Rod, what's going on?
Hey, not too much. Congratulations to Ohio State on your national championships. Yes, back-to-back winners on the national championship. We had Michigan last year. Wow, Ohio State this year. Who's next year? I'm not too sure yet. We got to deep dive a little bit. Some of the good teams this year, we're going to see some flip overs for sure on some of those teams because it's the cycle of the good players have ended. So you're going to see some turnover, some new teams. I can't wait. The playoffs. My whole impression of the new playoff system format, I don't mind it. I actually liked it. I enjoyed it. Extended the college playoffs out a little bit longer, and it was actually enjoyable. It wasn't as bad as blowouts on some of those games as we thought we were going to see. We definitely know that hometown, the home field advantage is a big advantage in that first round. But, yeah, definitely sad to see college football go because we were on such a hot run in the bowl season. So, on to next year, a few months to wait. Can't complain about yesterday. Oh, nice little winning day. Let's continue it and find some more winners here today.
Yeah, right. We'll let you get the Phil Steele book before you give out your title winner, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's usually it's around August. You know, when we're just dealing with baseball and some WNBA and the college is just starting to creep up. It's getting close to the we see them practicing and getting things ready to go, and all the books are out, and everybody's starting to study. I'll find you a winner.
Find you a winner. Transfer portal law. There's a lot of stuff going on here in the offseason.
Always, yeah. We just don't stop working in the offseason just because it's just baseball and flight. You got to continue to work in August. You got to put all that, get that month ahead, and you put in the work, deep diving, players, stats, where'd everybody go, where's the new team going, where's the direction of everything. That way, when September rolls around, you don't get overwhelmed and caught in the snowball. That's what happens because everything starts so fast. September, October, November, all of a sudden it's like, whoo, we got all the sports going again, and you're covering 300 game cards, and it hits you so fast. So if you're not ready for it, it'll wipe you out.
Again, baseball catchers in about 4 weeks or so, and of course, folks out there in baseball, relax. Dodgers aren't going to be doing this every year. Okay, so only 26 guys on the roster. Yes, they dominated 2024, 2025 offseason. Next 5 years are going to be quiet on free agent signing. I mean, I think they pretty much wrapped up their roster for the next 5 years or so.
Yeah, definitely. -7 in Chicago. Ooh, I'm warmer than Chicago. It's 26 out today right now as I speak. 26 Fahrenheit is my temperature.
There we go.
So, warmer than Chicago.
That's right.
Stay warm in Chicago because I can't even imagine -7 if that's your temperature. It's always windy there, so the wind chill is going to add to that value. Ooh, stay warm in Chicago.
Absolutely. Stay warm in Chicago. Stay warm everywhere. And let's get hot in the NBA. I know I need to. We'll get hot in the NBA. We'll get started in NBA,
burn
guys.
The sage. Burn the sage. Burn the sage.
We're giving you our free picks, but if you want our best bets, always visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. See, I'm learning a little bit more about this StreamYard. So go over to Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up. And, of course, you can see Rod on top of the leaderboard for a great year. And you want to be able to get on over there and get signed up with Rod at Tony's Picks. Of course, Rod, as you can see, just click the link and you'll get right to his handicapper page. Go ahead and get signed up to one of his long-term passes or one-day pass. You can do that as well, as Rod has been on an absolute tear right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. So get signed up. Once I can figure out how to change the URL where it's supposed to be, we'll be all right. Here, let's see here. Did that work? We'll figure it out. I'm still figuring out this StreamYard stuff. All right, let's get that underway here with this NBA. We'll start off here with the Knicks and Nets, a 5-game card today. We got the Knicks 11.5, total 220 and 219.5. Blazers and Heat, the Heat 10.5, total 221.5. The Magic and the Raptors here. We see the Magic here laying 1.5 on the road here. This one's come down from a 2.5 opener, total 214.5. Let's take a quick peek here at these injury reports here for today's first block of this card here, and we will see that. Let's go ahead and refresh. All right, on Portland's side, we have no Thibault, no Klingon, but Williams, Simons, and Murray are questionable. Richardson out for Miami. In the Knicks game, no McCullough, no Robinson for Brooklyn, no Bogdanovich, no Lewis, no Cam Thomas, no Watford, no Zaire Williams, Russell, questionable, Simmons, probable there for Brooklyn. There looks like Cameron Johnson in here so far for this Nets team there. And Orlando and Toronto, no Suggs, no Franz Wagner, no Batazzi, Howard and Harris questionable. On the Toronto side, no Boucher, no Agbaji, no Quickly. Boucher is questionable. Agbaji and Quickly are out there in that one. So let's get started here with Rod.
And looking at a couple spots here that I like. You know what? I like the Knicks here in the first half in this one, where the Knicks come into Brooklyn. And we know what Brooklyn's been doing. Not so good, right? You're missing some guys. They've been meddling around. But if you look, for me, it's just that spot, what the Knicks have done against poor defensive teams. Or poor offensive teams that not scoring a whole pile of points. They're 10-0 to that over on the road here. So I'm gonna, or in that first half. So laying the 6, I see it in most places with the Knicks in the first half. I think they have a nice little halftime lead there in that one. You know, I kind of lead to Brooklyn with the backdoor cover late because Kuzma's back in there playing. So we know what he does. He loves to smash the ball in garbage time and try to get a cover. So I like the Knicks in the first half in that matchup. And then looking at the Magic taking on the Raptors in that matchup there, I like the over. Give me the over 214.5. You know why? Because this Magic team definitely not playing a whole lot of good defense like they used to. Over the last 5 games, they're allowing 52.9% field goal shooting, and that's definitely not a defensive outpour. Raptors well rested here, 3 days rest. I think this turns into a run and gun type game. Give me the over. Orlando and Toronto.
And there from Rod. I'll tell you what I think here about these games. Knicks and Nets in this one. I'm going to take the points here with Brooklyn. It looks like Cameron Johnson. Their one scorer is in this game. Let's double check this again. Right, it was Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton in, Keon Simmons. Keon Johnson's been doing some things offensively. I'll take him in the spot. I don't know if I could trust the Knicks here. This is a team that's been kind of up and down. Knicks defense over their past 5, getting up 50% shooting, 44% from 3. Nets have been shooting the ball a little bit. I'll take them in this spot. When the Knicks are favored on the road by 6.5 to 12 points, 1-5 of the spread. So give me Brooklyn here. Magic in Toronto. I'll take Toronto in this spot. Raptors have been shooting the ball very well. Raptors 13-5 of the spread as a home dog this season. Orlando 28th in offensive efficiency, just struggling getting points away from home. I'll look at them in that spot. And what else we have here? I think we got that Miami-Portland game. I'm going to go under the total there, under 220. Trailblazers 11-4 on the spread to the under against winning teams. And they with Portland, 27th in offensive efficiency away from home. And Trailblazers just shooting in very poor shooting form right now. And I'll look for the Heat here and Trailblazers to go under the total. All right, let's continue here on the 26th Morning Show with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. each time, giving you free picks. But then again, just go up to our website. You can click Rod's link at Tony'sPicks.com, and here's his handicapper page. He's about an absolute terror. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here on the Tony Six Morning Show. We're ready for our next series of games to close out NBA with this 5-game card. 76ers and Nuggets. Nuggets 13.5, total 230. Wizards and the Lakers. We got the Lakers 13.5, total 229. Let's take a look here at this injury report here early in the betting cycle. Philly and Denver. No Embiid, no Lowry, no C. Martin, no KJ Martin. Paul George and Drummond, questionable. Abusile is probable. On the Denver side, no Kankar. Watson, Murray are probable. Looks like Denver should be clear here tonight. Wizards and Lakers, just Bagley, Bay, and Brogdon out. On the Lakers side, same guys as always. Hood-Schifino, Vanderbilt, Wood out. Davis questionable, James probable. So there you are with the injuries in these two games. So let's go on over to Rod.
Yeah, and only one spot I like here. You want to lay the 13.5 for the Lakers? I laid it with the Lakers the other day when I figured they were in a good smash spot, and they got the win, but they didn't smash anybody in that spot. You look at what the Wizards have been doing, and hey, they've been playing some pretty good hoops. Covered 3 of their last 5 games. Definitely playing the better defensive ball right now than what the Lakers are doing. Lakers, over their last 5 games, giving up 51.4% field goal shooting, while the Wizards, only giving up 48.7. So playing the better defensive ball are these Wizards. Give me the Wizards plus the 13.5 there in that matchup. I don't trust the Lakers to cover 13.5. No chance. I'm going to bet you that late game news on that one, that the Lakers sit AD and that line drops. So get on it early in this one. I really do think they sit AD in this spot versus the Wizards. It's going to be one of those late info news and the line drops like a rock. Take the Wizards sooner rather than later.
Can't argue. I can't argue that one at all. Also, but I like more the under in Washington, LA. Washington on the road is last in offensive efficiency, averages 105 points per 100 possessions. Looking at the Wizards here over their past 5 games, shooting just 42%. LA over that period of time just putting up 104 points a game, hitting 34% from 3. As a double-digit road underdog, the Wizards 9-4 to the under. And against these bad teams, LA 5-1 to the under at home, facing teams getting outscored by 3 or greater points. I'll look here at the under. In that Denver game, I can only look at Denver side. That Philadelphia team is just a mess right now. I mean, it's a total mess. And of course, that's the Wizards could be partying in LA. Things are clearing up here. Although it was windy yesterday. Well, I don't know how much they could get out. Well, I think they're out in the Bay in Marina Del Rey, so it's not a bad place. A lot of them stay there by the ocean when they come out here to LA. The professional teams do. I had a friend that used to work at the hotel in Marina Del Rey, which is a beautiful part of LA, there by the beach, and I think that's usually where a lot of the teams hang out there. So there you go with the NBA. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show, guys. With you here 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Give us a like, a thumbs up if you would. That really helps us build up our audience. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you would. A lot of live shows. I'm here with you live with the morning show. Then Rod comes back here Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time with the happy hour. As we get all the late info, get some late info plays here from the Cappers. And of course, that's when we know who's in, who's out. We've got the morning skate, we got the morning shoot around, any late roster news, any players that come to work feeling sick or feeling hurt and didn't want to report injuries. All that nonsense is taken care of on the happy hour. So tune in there, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's continue here. Let's continue on the Tony Small Show. We move over to college hoops. Now we'll do this in 2 blocks. So in this block, we'll cover the games beginning at 6:30 all the way to the games beginning at 8:30. So the games beginning at games from 6:30 to 8:30. We'll start off with Rod.
All right, looking at these, I'm going to go from 8:30 and work way backwards, so we don't jump a spot. So looking at these ones, do you want to lay at 12 with Marquette on the road? I don't. I'll take Seton Hall plus the 12 there. So Marquette doesn't look. They started off their season pretty well, but over the last few, they've looked human. So stumbling and bumbling around. Give me the 12 with the home dog there with Seton Hall in that matchup. And you know what? I like UCF getting the 15.5 here heading into Iowa State. It's a scrappy bunch, that UCF Central Florida team. And getting 15.5, I think it's too many. Iowa State is a good team, but I bet you they win by about 10, 11 points and not by the 15.5 there. I'll take the dog there in that matchup. And then looking at Ohio State taking on Purdue. What I remember in my brain is Ohio State on the road. No good. Pass. No good. I'm going to take Purdue there to pound Ohio State. They're at home there in that one. This is one of those get-right spots for Purdue. I think they roll Ohio State double digits. I think it's the 15-point win plus in that matchup. And then, everybody's riding Duquesne in that matchup. Why? Because you look at Dayton on the road, and they're 0-2 straight up in their first 2 road games of the season, and now they're laying 3.5 here in this one. Now, you got to take Duquesne plus the 3.5 there in that matchup. And then looking at some big games here today, Jody. Looking at this Tennessee team. Ooh, are they soft? They might be. I think they're soft. I'm not laying 7 with a Tennessee team that is definitely looking really soft. Barnes needs his teams to step up a little more and come in here against a Bulldogs team that's a solid basketball team that's going to run and gun you. Ooh, it's going to be tough. They're going to push pace. Give me the Mississippi State plus the 7 in that matchup. Another one I'm looking at here is Virginia laying 8 at home. Ooh, I know they do hoop at home, but that's too many. This Virginia team's not that good. At 4 or 5, I can see it, but at 8, too many. I'll take Boston College to come in there and at least keep it close with Virginia. I know a solid defensive game there as well. It's probably the totals at $1.25. So it's like that could just sneak over on its own. Another one I'm looking at here is where is it? You look at Vandy coming into Alabama here, and both these teams playing great hoops. I think that turns into a track meet. That's why that totals at 169. I don't think that's enough. I think we're easily see both teams score into the 80s. Definitely going to be a track meet there in that one. Vandy and Alabama. I'm going to tune into it. I lead to Vandy plus all those points. Plus, I like the over in that matchup. You there? I like that slot. Some good games today.
Yeah, really good card today in college hoops there from Rod. I'll tell you what I like in this time slot. I like Rhode Island plus the points here, plus 7 against VCU. Rhode Island's been a really good defensive team in conference, holding teams at 25% from 3, 49% inside, strong on the glass in both ends. VCU, one of those high turnover teams in conference, struggle here hitting threes. Also struggle on the glass in A10 play, and at home, Rams shooting 47%, allowing 40%, won 10 of their 11 games here at home. So I'll look at Rhode Island plus the points here. Texas Tech and Cincinnati. I'll take Cincinnati here in this little small home dog spot. You look at the Bearcats' defensive form over their past 5 games, allowing 40% shooting, 24% from 3. Looking at this Texas Tech team, they've looking at the Red Raiders. They don't force turnovers. They don't put ball pressure defensively. Allow 53% shooting around the bucket. The Bearcats, as we said, really good defensive team. Second in defensive efficiency in the Big 12. I'll look at them in that spot. Mississippi State and Tennessee. I got to take the plus 6.5 with Mississippi State here. Away from home, the Bulldogs have held teams just under 44% shooting. Tennessee has struggled shooting the basketball in the conference, 13 in effective field goal shooting in the SEC. They also turn the ball over. They hit just 33% from 3, 43% inside. Wow, that's pretty low there. Weak on the defensive glass as well. This is a Mississippi State team that rebounds the basketball and shoots very well from 2 at 58%. I'll look at Mississippi State here plus the points. And those are the ones that I like here in that block. Let's continue on here on the 26th morning show as we get ready here. Yeah, Mississippi State is pretty good. Ben Howland's no longer coaching that team. I don't know. That's we might have. I like Ben Howland, but for some reason it just didn't work for him over there. All right, we'll close out college hoops. Didn't work.
Did not work for him over there. No, but nope. Mississippi still hooping. Watch out. Yeah, good game.
Watch out. We'll close it out here from the 9 o'clock games all the way to 11. We got 3 and 11 Eastern tonight. And I've got some of those myself. So here we go, Rod. 9 to 11 Eastern. What do you got?
For me, these all the way these 11 Eastern, these late games. Look at this. Oregon laying 12.5. You know what? I'm going to take Washington plus the 12.5. We know Washington's been ass over their last few, and everybody's seen that they've been ass. But do you think this Ducks team can cover 12.5? I don't think so. Give me Washington plus the 12.5 there in that matchup. And then, look at Whiskey coming into UCLA, and UCLA laying 4. Probably people scratching their head going, what's going on there? UCLA has been soft. At home, they've been pretty good, though. That's where they can play some solid defensive hoops. But they did catch an Iowa team last time that we know defensively was a soft. So for me there in that one, betting on UCLA is, I don't know if I can do it there in that matchup. What I am going to do is I like the over. Give me the over 140.5 in that one. I believe it opened 139.5, and it's slowly rising. Why? Because UCLA can shoot the ball and score some hoops at home. So can Wisconsin. They've definitely been scoring in plenty of points. And at 140, it seems about 8-9 points, a little bit light for me. I think we can easily cruise into the 150s in that matchup between Wisconsin and UCLA with a lead to Wisconsin coming right down. This is one of those games that I can see right down to the last timeout, and Nick Cronin's got his whiteboard out, and he's all going at it, and they throw up a brick, and Whiskey wins it late. It's just one of those spots that I like the over there in that matchup. There's another great dumpster fire game. You look Creighton taking on DePaul, and Creighton laying 6 in that matchup. Straight up, Creighton's been dominant over DePaul. I believe they're 20-1 straight up, dating back to 2015 versus DePaul. Straight up, though. It's one of those spots where you hold your nose and you take DePaul plus the 6 there in that one. They've been hooping a little better, and they're at home. And you figured that spread should be a little more? No, give me DePaul plus the 6 in that matchup. And then one more I'm looking at here is should be another good one. Missouri heading into Texas. And you look, Texas only favored by 2 in that matchup. Why's it only 2? I don't know, because I think Missouri's going to come in and outright you in that matchup. The Tigers definitely a solid basketball team. I think Texas is in trouble in that one. I'm going to take Missouri on the money line. I think they head into Texas and hook them up with the horns and throw them to the ground, and the Tigers win it outright in that one. And then one more I'm looking at could be the over SMU in Louisville. Not a whole lot of defense going to be played in that one. That thing's going to turn into a track meet. I think both teams run it right up into the 170s in that one. Take the over SMU in Louisville.
From Rod, I tell you what I like. I think in this time slot, I like Wake Forest here. They opened as dogs, are now the favorite here. Damon Dickens, a very good shooting team in the conference. I should say, very good defensive team in the conference, holding teams at 32% from 3, 46% inside, and they shoot the ball very well inside. 55% from 2, 78% at the free throw line. They are tops in conference in forcing turnovers. North Carolina, just a poor shooting team in the ACC. They don't rebound very well, just 32% from 3. They don't force very many turnovers. I'll take Wake Forest in this home spot here. Arizona State and West Virginia. I like West Virginia here to smash them in this spot. They've covered 6 of 7 in the Big 12. Sun Devils shoots us 41% in the conference. At home, the Mountaineers holding teams at 36% shooting, doing very well defensively at home. In the Big 12, the Sun Devils weak on the glass, weak defending the paint. I like West Virginia in this spot. BYU and Colorado. This is the Colorado spot for me. I know the Buffaloes have really struggled in conference. They have been competitive here and there. I just don't like the Cougars here offensively in conference. They turn the ball over. They miss their threes and they can't make free throws. BYU away from home shooting 41%, failing to cover 5 of 7. The Buffs are a desperate team here. I look for them here. They shoot the ball well at home, 47%. Whole team's just over 38% of there at home. So I'll look at Colorado plus the points. This Washington-Oregon game, I'm going to take the under in this one. The Ducks at home holding teams to 41% shooting. But, man, the Ducks, not a really good shooting team in conference. 13th in offensive efficiency. They turn the ball over. And you look at Washington last in the conference in shooting the basketball, 18th in offensive efficiency in the Big Ten. High turnovers, just 30% from 3, 46% from 2, 70% at the line. But they do defend the three-point line, so I'll look at the under Washington and Oregon. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we turn on our attention over to the National Hockey League here for tonight. So we have games here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it's about an 8-game card. So let's cover in this slate. Let's cover the 707s. 707s in the slate, and they will be Lightning and Canadiens. We've got the Lightning here, $1.34, total of 6. Senators and Rangers. Rangers, $1.32, total of 5.5. Red Wings and Flyers. We've got the Flyers, $1.50, total of 6.
Yeah, looking at these first 4 in the spot. I like the under between Detroit and Philadelphia. 2 teams playing some solid defensive hockey. Maybe Detroit lack there of offensive prowess. The last 2 games only scored 1 goal and 1 goal. So it's just one of those tough spots for Detroit, not scoring a whole lot on this road trip. I expect and this Philadelphia team holding teams to 2 goals a game over their last 5 stretch. So it's 6, too many goals. We're not going to get 7 to beat us there. Take the under 6. And then Tampa, second half of the back-to-back, but they saved their better goalie to face Montreal in this spot. I still leave Montreal. They're hot. Look at this price. Still looking like they're trying to bait you into Tampa Bay. I like Montreal. They're been hot still, even with Vasilevsky going. Montembeault for Montreal. Also like an under in that one, but I like Montreal to get the win still in that matchup. And you did the first 3, or did you do the first 4?
707s. 707s.
Okay, that's good because the Carolina Dallas game's an 8 o'clock one. So
all right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show. We'll close out hockey with the remainder of the card here from 8:07 to 10:07. Hurricanes and Stars. We got the Stars $1.25, total of 6. Sharks and Predators. Predators $3.30, total of 6. Capitals and Oilers. Oilers $1.37, total 5.5. Sabres and Canucks. Canucks $1.74, total of 6. Panthers and Ducks. Panthers $2.37, total 5.5.
And looking at these games here, Carolina heading into Dallas, tougher spot, back-to-back spot for Carolina there in that one. I lean to a lower-scoring one. We know Carolina can play some defense. 24-19 to the under. Dallas 27-13 to the under. So give me the under 5.5 there in that matchup. And then looking at San Jose heading into Nashville in that spot. I think it's just a tough spot. Looks like Georgiev's going to get the start for San Jose. And Nashville has been dominant. They won 10 straight against San Jose, and they haven't even been close. Nashville's picked up their play. I'm going to take Nashville minus 2.5 there in that matchup. I think they easily get to the 3-4 goal win in that one. And then the last one I'm looking at here, the late game. You're looking at Florida taking on Anaheim, and you look at tough spot for the Panthers to go all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast. And the Ducks have been scrappy. I believe they've covered 10 puck lines. So give me the Ducks plus the 1.5 there in that matchup.
All right, there from Rod. We got you through the NHL card. And now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment where we give you a parlay, or we can give you plays here from a team player props or games come up in the future. We start with Rod.
And for me, we're going to go with giving Montreal on the money line. We're going to take where is it? We're going to take the Ducks plus the 1.5 and take Duquesne plus the 3.5 in college hoops. So 2 hockey, 1 college hoops, little 3-team parlay for you.
Yeah, from Rod, I'll tell you what I like here. Parlay day would be the Raptors here at home plus the points. I'll take the under in Wizards and Lakers, and also take Rhode Island plus the 7. All right, we got you through here. The parlay segment. Let's see what we have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. Rod is putting up some impressive numbers here for the year. He's already surpassed over 3,000 units of profit. We'll go over at Tony'sPicks.com. If you click on the link in the description, you'll get right over to Tony'sPicks.com. And if you click Rod's link, it'll take you right to his handicapper page where you can see all the numbers that are all verified, documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see the records here. There, all the plays are also on the screen. If you scroll down, you see what Rod has for sale. You'll also see his records and all the picks that we put into the system. You can see it by row. He's entered 1,250 picks into Tony'sPicks.com. You can see every one of them. All right, Rod, what do you got for sale?
And for me today over at Tony'sPicks.com there, I've got a 3-pack in college hoops. Absolutely love that 3-pack in college hoops. And then I've got my NHL sniper play available there. We've been hot, 30-18 run in the NHL over the last, I believe it's 30 days on that 30-18 run. So been hot. Get aboard that play. And I've got one more I'm going to put in. It'll be my NBA drop a dime play, so I'll have a 5-pack for you shortly. I just have to put that into a package for you, and I'll have a 5-pack for you. But as you can see, we just been continue to stack the units. And that is included with that late Steam play. Has been included yesterday. We got some late information that Johansson was going to start for Tampa Bay. And we don't want you to miss out on those plays. So I put that play in. And when you're aboard with me long-term, you get that play emailed to you. And you join me as we crushed it with the Leafs on the puck line. So that is the way to go. Jump aboard long-term. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 cap roll so that way you don't miss out on any of those late Steam plays. Because we continue to cap as the day goes along on the card. And find out that, hey, somebody slipped on some ice because it's winter weather out there. -7 in Chicago. So somebody slips on some ice and isn't going to make a game. Then we know it. We jump on it and we get that play to you. Because as Tony's alluded to many times, nothing worse than a capper telling you that, I won this one and this one and this one late. Yeah, even though and that covered my 1-4 day over there because I was able to get these 3 plays in late. Well, here at Tony's Picks, when we get those 3 plays in late, you get them when you're aboard long term. So that's the way to go. Use the Tony T at checkout. Say 15% off. As you can see, we're kicking the bookie spot. Join up and let's continue putting cash into your pocket.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the numbers for the year, last 30 days, last 7 days. Yesterday, Rod has been on a tear. No better time than get on board with his long-term passes. Click the link in the homepage and just scroll here and see Rod's records. And then you can see what he has for sale. He's got his slam dunk triple. Remember, these one-day plays are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or the amount purchased is credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Not so much on the long-term pass, but they're sold at greater discounts. So you get on board with the long-term pass, and you'll get including there on the long-term pass, whether it's a 3-day, 7-day, 1 month, 1 year. You will get all of
we would have paid for the year pass 3 times over already.
Yeah.
Because you use that promo code Tony T at checkout, 15% off that. That will drop it down below $100 a month. and we easily covered that already in the first 3 weeks of 2025. So definitely long term, you want to jump aboard one of those long term passes. That is the best way for the prime investment on your return instead of buying packages individually. That way you get everything emailed to you as well. Best way to go long term.
That's right, guys. Just click the link in the description and you'll get on right over here to Tony'sPicks.com and go ahead and get signed up there with Rod over at Tony's Picks. All right. Yeah, I've got a best bet on the board. Working on a multi-pack right now from basketball. Hit our best bet yesterday with Ohio State, but man, we needed some. We got that field goal late, but we'll take it there. So get on board with me at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember the long-term pass, that 7-day pass will get you my NFL picks here for the weekend, as well as all the hoops action for the next 7 days here. So get on board with me over at Tony'sPicks.com. That's where we have our best bets and our pre and plays there when you click that link in the description. All right. We got you through that. And of course, you visit Tony'sPicks.com. We're with you here every day, guys, here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. And make sure you like, subscribe. And if you ever miss any of the show or you want to watch it again, just go to our YouTube channel, hit the live tab. The replay is there for you to check out. And of course, if you need help with the late game, just forward the video up to the late game. Also at Tony'sPicks.com are our on-demand videos. I just shot the NBA and college basketball up there. Many videos from me. And Rod, what do you got over on the on-demand over at Tony's Picks and your plans for the week?
And I got you covered for all the hockey. So if there's hockey I didn't cover on the morning show here, definitely go check it out. And hey, there's a 3-teamer in college basketball up there as well for today's games. Love today's college basketball slate. As you say, as you heard me on the morning show, there are probably a couple more I would have given out as well. It's just one of those big slates. I love today's college basketball card. It's one of those good ones. So definitely be on the lookout for some more college basketball from me, and the NHL, as always, will be there for you to tune into. And it's day 3, our third happy hour show, 5 p.m. Eastern. Definitely tune into that live, and you'll see some of the regular cappers you see on the morning show here. They tune into the drive-through show. They can't make it on the morning show, but hey, they'll be there for the drive on the happy hour show. So definitely tune into that this afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern. 5
p.m. Eastern time. We got many cappers there that show up. They can't make it this show, but they show up to the happy hour. So make sure you tune into the happy hour today, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Lots going on. All right. Shout out to the chat there. Appreciate everyone's contributions here. We're back tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Everything to say in closing before we go, Rod?
Hey, have yourself a winning day, everybody. Good luck to you. Crush the books. And stay warm out there. And if you're in one of those places that is -7 today and you got the snow and you're stay safe there. Ron Crawford, he says it's snowing in Pensacola, so they haven't done that in about 130 years. First time they've seen snow there. So stay safe, because I'm sure that nobody's been driven on some of that snowy roads either. So stay safe out there.
That's right. The guys will let you roll here. Stay safe. We'll say goodbye to guys. You guys make it a winning Tuesday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show.